anything else you want to say? Nothing, all right? Not, we're gonna move forward.
What's your company? It's excellent. It's AX. It's LEY. And ROD.
Consolidate that with item 6 altogether.
Yeah.
Item 6 on the agenda is to consider adopting and or approving the creation of a tax abatement zone, adopting tax abatement guidelines, and providing approving a tax abatement agreement between Sheriff County and Tyson Foods, and having a public hearing on the above.
I just said it, since it's in a public hearing, if anybody's got a comment, they just ask to be recognized
Correct.
and, have their say. And on adopting or approving the creation of the tax abatement agreement, this is a description of the property. I think y'all have that. And if that's approved, I would have, has to be paid actually part of the minutes of the meeting, so we'll have it.
So the description of the property that we've got, that is the actual zone.
Yes, sir.
Description.
Yes, sir.
That is defined as the zone that we're discussing today.
Yes, sir, for your investment zone. That is it. Well, let me address one issue, I'm sorry. I think this has come up before. Tyson does not actually own this property at this time. Okay. But after considering it, they have an option on this property. But I think it'll be fine to go forward, with the provision, of course, that if it is not purchased, that this is all meaningless.
Yeah. If Tyson doesn't purchase the property, does that render the zone null and void? Or is it still that piece of property going to stay as an abatement zone for someone else?
Well, if they're approved, I would go ahead and put that in motion, but really, it's not that big a deal. Cause if you got that zone, but you don't have an agreement with whatever entity,
Right.
It's
Okay.
really doesn't mean anything.
I really just sort of a clarification
Yeah.
for me,
I understand.
since they have not purchased the property.
Yes, sir, I understand.
And we'll get ready to move forward on through this. All this will be in one motion, every step to make one motion. So guys, if y'all got some questions, now's the time to start asking. If y'all wanna come forward and we're gonna do this a little different, because we're gonna talk about everything before we ask for a motion.
Thank you for having us again, and thanks for considering the abatement this time. Happy to be here. Here to answer any questions you have.
When you were here previous, you were still in the process of completing your engineering package. At that time, I think your engineering package was, I don't recall, maybe 70%. What's the status on your engineering package now for that location?
We have full BNSF approval to serve that site with rail, and we have a general contractor, picked out and hired to build this location. So we are pretty much sitting kind of ready to hear what goes from there, so.
At that time, construction was supposed to start in September of this year. Is that still
It's
the
still-
schedule, that construction will start in September?
Yes, sir, give or take a month or so. Texas has changed to a modeling state on their permitting. So rather than saying what equipment I'm putting into it and then letting them go through the whole process, TCEQ is about a 120-day wait period. We have an expedite process that we're running through now to hopefully we can get it done by then. So,
But as far as your, with the AQMD and your other environmental, permits that you'll be required, is that process in place on this property?
yes.
So, what's your timeline on purchase of the zone?
The next couple of weeks.
You said
We've
we'd
got
like to-
everything. We've got everything lined up, and we're in the gates ready to go. So,
We're targeting by June 12th, we'd like to.
I guess when you were here before, that was a bit of a timeline that you told the court then you were going to purchase the property was within the next couple of weeks. So is
well,
this,
there was some discussion as to whether we could or couldn't based upon this abatement deal.
Okay.
That's why we have not yet.
And you were still kind of considering
Yes,
entrance to the property as well, and,
Sure.
and finally decided on the route to take there, so.
I guess for me, I'm seeing that we're in the process of going in good faith with you, and I'm wanting to see that you're in the process of going in good faith with
Yes.
us.
Yes, sir.
If you got the interest, Jim, and his precinct, so we'd like to hear about the roads we're using to access now.
Or y'all don't pave the road?
That is,
Pave,
yes,
kind of
that
road
is
work
the
y'all-
intention. In fact, I was going to meet with whoever's tried to meet with someone this week while I'm in town. On that, I think it's County Road 2030. That comes back to the bridge is to talk about what we need to do there. My intentions is to widen it to a full 2-lane and pave it.
Now, when y'all build that, facility, and I know how the land lays, and my precinct starts across that bridge, past that property. So y'all be on both sides of the road,
No, sir,
just on the left,
just on the east side of the road.
so part of the property's on the right side of the road.
Well, yes, sir, it's just because it's a package deal. We're not planning to build anything. And initially, we were talking about taking a road back out to the west, crossing it, coming back up through Miss Sue Walker's place and coming back to the 500 loop that way. We never could reach some agreements there, so that's when we opted to go back to the north and come back out by the bridge. So we're still purchasing that. I really don't have a need for that 73 acres on there, but it's in the kind of package deal. And I don't make any more land, so get it while I can. But there's not, at this time, not anything to be built.
And, that's a pretty stretch of road there.
Yes.
And what kind of road do y'all anticipate having it?
On the drive coming back to the bridge,
Well, I'm just talking about from the plant, entrance all the way out, because we know that kind of truck traffic, that's normal.
Yes, sir.
It's not pretty,
from the railroad crossing back to the bridge, we will blacktop it, widen it, curve it. Do what we did for drainage and stuff on it and blacktop it. From there, going into the plant will be, concrete, same width and everything, same curve, but concrete.
further down the road, what's the distance you think from the loop to where your property will start?
It's, about 1,450 feet.
That you'll be traveling on that county road.
Yes, sir.
Have you thought about the maintenance of that down the road, if, there's problems with the road? I'm getting at, you know, if you lay an asphalt street, we used to work on mostly rock or oil sand roads, well, the repair of an asphalt street is tremendously more,
Well,
and a lot more to do.
yes, and it could possibly be concrete through there. We are right now working with the engineering firm to decide what does the mix of the asphalt need to be to handle that load of truck traffic. So all the subgrade work that will need to happen as far as making the road where it's stable, not moving. You know, the soils here are in pretty good shape as far as, you know, being able to compact and be able to handle the heavy traffic on it. But at the same time, we'll have to engineer it to make sure that it handles the truck traffic.
Now, refresh my memory where you said you would come out on the loop, you know, you got the street, go to your own thing, how exactly y'all cut across?
Right across from the cement plant.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
it goes down the hill and then back to the county road.
We all maintain the roads from now on after.
That's something we need to discuss. So yes.
No, I mean, you know, all that heavy traffic, the road ain't gonna last forever.
Right, Yeah, especially with the twisting and turning or anything, even with the turn, the stop signs and stuff already, yes, we'll discuss that.
On that entrance road from Loop 500 to the plant, how many residences does that pass in front of? How, you know?
I believe there's only two that I know of, and right at the railroad crossing there, the little red brick house there, there's a family in there.
Yeah.
The rest of the house, there's on up the ways about halfway, 700 back to the north, there is a White House assistant, and I believe there's a family in it. The rest of them,
Okay.
I'd say there's another 3 more houses in that area off of memory.
Just not the effect that has on the city, you know, but on it, right there with all that trouble.
Right there to loop, where you enter the loop from that road. Alright, so real short curve. Will y'all be straightening that out right there?
Well, we've done some studies on it with the radiuses, trailer rings, and right now it is signed in that same turn radius to be able to handle it. Our only, I guess, concern is being well both ways and pulling out into that traffic. That's a 55-mile line.
Yeah,
road.
it's kind of a dangerous place right there because the guardrail on the loop kind of blinds you a little bit.
For the 18-wheelers that are moving in and out of there, they sit higher up in the cab, and we've been able to see both ways and safely pull in and out onto that road. Car traffic and stuff, automobiles is a little more challenging, although we haven't experienced anything. We've run some models through with it, through engineering, about how far they can see, how it would impact the traffic, and it hasn't had any great impact so far.
You hadn't talked to the state or anything to see if they lower the speed limit right through there. I mean,
No, we have not.
loaded truck, you know, it takes a little bit of time to get out on the road. Just wondering, you know, if they might have to drop the speed limit just a little bit right in that area.
Could be in thinking through the whole project, what we would have liked to have done was go under, for all traffic going west, go under the bridge and making a ramp going that way, and then for all traffic going to the east, would be pull up to the right, so we're not crossing traffic. Our scenic plan kind of kills that.
Excuse me, did I hear this right, that you're not committed to maintaining the whole entrance road?
Oh, I can, I just nobody's ever asked that.
You know, be real important.
Yes.
You expect the county to do that.
Yeah, I can. It's just,
Break
it hasn't been asked or discussed, and so I'm off the cuff, yes, sir, we'll take care of it.
Cause I'd like to, I know, that, you know, it might be good to put it in the agreement.
Okay.
So there's no question, if you can commit to that.
I myself, or can, I'll have to get the blessings of somebody much higher than me, so.
We'll just have to have legal review it to make sure that there's no objection, but certainly have no objection to putting it in the agreement, and have it reviewed. So, nothing would be final until we both sign the agreement, so we can put it in the agreement and propose that.
Well, under those terms, maybe, Tyson will go ahead and contact, put it on.
It could be.
Look at those there.
Right. Well, even in concrete, it just depends on the design. I mean, it's not, some places are okay with good 8 inches and number 4 bar on 12-inch centers, and some places need 10, 12 inches. So it really just depends on the design. So just concrete in general won't be the answer. So
Were you suggesting concrete it and then not maintain it, or? It's a question, I was just trying to clarify what you were getting at.
Tractor.
yeah.
Now you would need one.
Oh, gotcha,
That was my point.
okay. He's
You
the
know,
expert,
another
not,
thing about that, Tyson's using that, and I don't have a truck today, or load today comes through there. Well, if the road gets very bad, and they call them to fix it, they're gonna fix it, because they got to have access.
we've actually had similar situations in other facilities. I think it was the Hope plant. We worked with the county to jointly fix the road. We helped get a grant so that we could make sure that the county didn't bear the burden of fixing the road. So I can certainly say that we would do everything we could to help make sure it's maintained.
we've already talked, that section of the road is in the being right of way. And so it has to have their blessings before anything can be done. We've discussed with them about operating in their right of way and anything we need to do to that county road in their right of way.
And it's some utility right in the ditch,
There
too,
is.
they have to be moved, or,
Yes, sir.
so I've cut them myself. You know, and I mean, they're not that deep.
I figured they were laid pretty close to the surface. Anytime I want it, anywhere I need to work, there's always something in the way.
Anyone now's time, if you got any questions about the actual tax abatement and the schedules here we're looking at, or if you got any input, now's the time.
Commissioner, could we possibly discuss the worksheet on the abatement? The options that are presented, option 1 and option 2, advantages or disadvantages, either one, and possibly reflect on what the total revenue abatement would be to the county.
I would also mention those are estimate values, so
Yes,
on the
ma'am.
real estate, of course, it'll depend on what the completed value is. You know, I estimated that value based on the other facilities that we have. The equipment's a lot easier, so just wanna point that out, that it's just an estimate for you to have an idea of the numbers to look at.
Understood.
You got any input on that you want? About the difference?
Well,
All opinions, you know.
just like, let's just make public what the total estimate of the abatement would be on those two options, given the years that they cover. One of them is a graduated abatement and a percentage that declines over the course of years. The other option looks like a flat abatement of 60% over 6 years. Could we just possibly just make known what that total estimate would be as far as a reduction to your revenue concerning the abatement for each of those options?
Or an addition of revenue as well.
After year 6, yes.
What would it be? What would it be? It's public here.
Do you have that number?
I don't think I have, do you have a calculator? I put the additional revenue, if it's not, the revenue to the county, on either one, it's roughly 400,000 either way.
Yes, ma'am.
The 60% abatement, so, I think it's around, the abatement value would be around, 576 on the 60%, and I'm kind of doing math in my head here, because on the schedule, it just shows the revenue amount, not the abatement amount.
408,
About.
409,
408,
yes.
okay, thank you, around 400,000.
So thank you for that information. So what we're saying is that additional revenue to the county over the course of those years, listed as presented in the schedule, $440,000 additional revenue, and the abatement would actually be to Tyson's advantage of about $400,000 to $500,000.
Correct.
Thank you.
This might be the time to point out that, in the guidelines that are in place now, we have limited the abatement, says the tax abatement will not be granted for an amount in excess of 250% of the value of the abated property. So, of course, we're having a public hearing on that, so that can be changed today. But to 50% would did it, so the flat yearly rate would be 5 years of 50% off. So,
It would be in the criteria of the guidelines we have now.
that's what we have in our guidelines now.
That's in the guidelines.
But as I say, we're here today to adopt guidelines. So, just gotta point that out. Just pointing that out.
I can see these guidelines, I've read them and gone through them. They were adopted in 2011.
That
I
sounds
think
right.
that's correct. I think in June of 2011 when these guidelines, so I guess for me in a public hearing, I want to make sure that everybody's clear that this is not new paper. This is something that's been here in the county now 8 years. So it's kind of important, I think, because I've had a lot of comment back toward me about us doing it. I said, no, this has been established. There are several abatement programs that are ongoing with the county right now.
Correct.
So, but it's important that we make sure that we're on firm ground on following these guidelines.
You do have the First Amendment, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Charles, there's him.
I believe one of these options right here would fit within that criteria, is that what you're saying? Or
I don't understand.
What was the question?
60%.
Right, but you said 250% of the value. I guess I don't I haven't seen the guidelines, so.
In other words, what we have now, we're pretty much limited to 5 years at 50%.
Oh, okay.
That'd be 250.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like
So
I say,
I guess to answer his question, no, it would
No,
not
no, it
fall
would
within
not.
the guidelines.
Right. but as I say, we're here today, and that can be changed if that's the wish of the commissioners.
Well, if that's the case, if it don't meet the criteria, we need to put that in the motion, to change the guidelines.
change it now.
Correct.
And at the time we made the proposal, we weren't aware of the guidelines. This is the first I've heard of it. We did ask and we're not provided any guidelines, so
No.
I'll throw that out there.
Jimmy, you got anything to add to this?
No, I asked, about the roads, a lot of my concern on it. And, the upkeep of them, is one problem, I think, well, probably both have. Cause, that many loaders, it'll take a toll on any road.
And I think would be primarily the most of the traffic on the road, would that be correct?
I would think so. I think it goes back to a trailer park, across the rail tracks through there. I'm not sure what goes on past the trailer park, but what little bit I've been there, I'd say we're probably 99% of the traffic.
The road will stay open during the construction
Yes.
of the
Yes.
mill.
Would you say it would be like 40 something jobs created, is that correct?
42 to 48?
42 to 48.
And this is just a statement, but I would like to see those positions put the folks on the county. And I'm not saying, we're not trying to run who y'all hire, but it would be good to see, county people get those positions. I just like to add that to it.
And we can work, I'm not in HR, but I'm sure we can work with you to get those posted to where they could be more readily available information wise, so that they can be posted for.
That would be good.
If you'd like to give us someone that we could work with on that to post it on a website or something that makes it
That
visible
would be
for
us.
the county, that'd be great.
That would be me and him.
Okay,
Let me give you our card.
be happy to do that.
Would Tyson, I would assume that these guidelines and criteria for an abatement are public knowledge, these guidelines. Do they need a copy of this so they can review it and see what our guidelines are that have been established for 8 years? How they want to enter into this agreement? Since you've never seen it?
Right, yeah, the
Sure.
people would be great.
I think that would be important, that, I don't know if your legal department or whomever wants to look at it, to see what you're committing to see that you meet these.
Right.
Because as the auditor said, our abatement programs need to be managed very closely in their audit, so that as these abatements are in place, that to see that we're living to, each party's living to the requirements of them, of the guidelines.
And we would, I mean, however the guidelines are written, we would certainly abide by them.
And of course, the contract would.
Sure.
would
List out
say
whatever
what-
agreement we
what you-
sign.
Yeah,
Well, that the
What we're gonna
contract
do,
meets the
what
guideline requirements.
Would stipulate what we have to do to meet the abatement.
Yeah, I hate to come up to a new contract and we start scratching out lines that we disagree on.
Right. There's always a little red line when the attorneys get involved, but at least our attorneys anyway, but usually it's just commas and language and those kinds of things.
I don't want a red pen.
Yeah.
Might I ask a question,
Yes, sir.
as a citizen and not as an employee of the county?
Sir.
Train traffic, could you elaborate a little bit about the train loop and the shuttle trains that will be coming through, as far as the frequency and the size of the train, and any traffic issues as far as our rail crossings here in the city of Sun?
Right now, based upon the 14,000 tons a week that the mill will be built for, it'll be a 110 car grain train, 110 cars with 3 local engines on it, 2 in the front, 1 on the tail. Will come through once every 6-7 days. I believe we got it calculated every 6 days, there'll be a 110 car unit coming in. It'll come through just like it's passing through town now, it's going